friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on this upcoming retrograde motion of planet Mercury, which in current situation planetary conjunction becomes very important to know. See friends, if you actually want to understand how our life gets benefited on daily basis from astrology, so obviously friends, Saturn is going to be staying in one zodiac sign for a very long period of time. Its influence, its impact in our life creates very long-term result. But when we talk about on the daily basis, when we talk about on the weekly basis, so over there Moon and Mercury plays a very significant role. Our daily decision making, our daily multitasking, execution of the work, you are planning to apply for a job, you are planning a short travel, so Mercury plays a very significant role over there. And like the way friends, I always say, Mercury is a very impressionable planet. The way this conjunction right now Mercury is in, it is in the influence of the Rahu, it is in the influence of the planet Mars as well. The dates on which Mercury is going to be retrograde is going to be from Feb 26th till March 20. Mercury is going to be retrograde in the Aquarius sign. So Mercury's stay in the Aquarius will get over on April 10th only. But this is going to be a phase where your decision making has to be very carefully monitored. And again friends, like even if you want to take into consideration the mundane geopolitical events as well, like the way we have been hearing this news that Russia-Ukraine war has almost reached 4 years. US naval blockade is already there, close to the Iran. Anytime anything can happen. So when you have in this period of time only, Sun is going to get conjunct with the planet Saturn as well in the Pisces, and at the same time when Mercury is retrograde, it is there in the Aquarius in the influence of Rahu. So this is a typical kind of case where any gossip, any rumor, any misunderstanding, any mismanagement can create a whole chaos kind of situation. So whether it can be looked at from the global point of view as well, or this could be from the individual perspective as well. And again friends, when we talk about the remedies which are connected with planet Mercury, so I always say be very respectful to your sister, to your aunts, offering the Durva and the Modak in any of the Lord Ganesha temple. You can consider doing that. We say recitation of the Vishnu Sahasranam or Ganapati Atharv Sheesh Stotram can be considered. And let's say for example, if you live in a part of the world where feeding the pigeons is allowed, you can do that. Some people in India, they offer spinach to the cows, or if you can find the eunuchs who have been asking for money, especially on the Wednesday, giving money to them is also a way of reinforcing your Mercury as well. So yes friends, these were some of the general guidelines. Now let's look at, based on your personal chart, your personal zodiac sign, how this retrograde motion of Mercury is going to be influencing you. So friends, when we talk about the Aries natives, so friends, for the Aries native, Mercury is not a very good planet for you. It is transiting right now in your 11th house, and from Feb 26th till March 20, you have to be very careful. See, in certain cases, for certain people, this could be a case, because your ascendant Lord is there in the 11th house as well. So I am not seeing you more of a victim, rather I am seeing Aries Lagna to be gaining in the state of chaos, crisis, confusion. This could be a case that someone in your team lost the job and you have been picked for that. Or this could be a case that if you're connected with social media, marketing, like we generally say, all the viral stuff that generally happens because of the contribution of the Rahu, 11th house, the collective, the masses are somehow being controlled by the 11th house, Rahu and the Aquarius energy. So in certain cases, with proper exception taking into consideration, this could be the time for the Aries Lagna that they can gain out of any misunderstanding, misunderstood or confused and chaotic kind of situation. They can gain out of it. But yes friends, when we talk about before writing any email, read the email, all the attachment very carefully. If you're planning any travel, so you have to make proper arrangement, provision. Even within the friend circle, friends, like I always say, because Rahu is a very opportunistic planet, and Rahu likes to create confusion, get us entangled into situation. So while dealing with your friends and all in any large group network, so try to be as transparent as it is possible, because you do not want to become a victim of any situation and all. So that is what all I can say. But in a nutshell, if you're running planetary time period is indicating success, going viral, fame, lottery win, speculative gains, so there is a slight possibility of that. I will not rule out that possibility. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus, so friends, for the Taurus, it is going to be happening in your 10th house. Mercury happened to be your second lord. Mercury happened to be your like fifth lord. So friends, all what I can say, Mercury is a very good planet for you. Your mind is going to be very, we say that, very investigative, very much inclined towards gossip, conspiracy, controversy. That is how your mind will function. Many Taurus Lagna native will be very much willing to like cut corners to get things done, and there's nothing wrong in that, because Mercury Rahu combination, friends, we say that all the diplomat, international ambassador, tech genius are seen with this kind of combination. In the 10th house, Mercury Rahu, they don't find themselves in a state of affliction. So in a way, like let's say for example, if you're running some favorable supportive dasha, so even if some confusion is going to happen, there is a high possibility that you will end up gaining out of that confused and misunderstood kind of situation. The only thing is that, friends, again, a lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are running. Because if you are running a dasha which is making you controversy prone and some sort of financial losses prone, then this could be a case that you misspoke something and it has been perceived in a wrong light, or you have been in charge of any important responsibility and some mismanagement happened, like the way in India this AI summit happened, and more than the AI summit and the launches, commitments, what has been talked more is about a fiasco by one of the university like Galgotia University. So that is what you have to be very careful. So your speech, your financial decision needs to be monitored. But again, I would say the same thing. If you are running some favorable dasha, there's a high possibility that confusion and in the situation of the mismanaged chaos, you can still gain out of it. Now friends, when we talk about the Gemini, so friends, for the Gemini, definitely it is going to have an impact over you, because Mercury happened to be your ascendant lord, your zodiac sign lord, and it is going to be turning like retrograde in the 9th house. So friends, the good part about this like combination is that it will actually make you very much open towards other people's opinion. Like we say that 9th house is the actual house of the wisdom, guidance, devotion, luck. So sometimes what happens is that even if life is not giving you something, life is not giving you access to something, it is creating some blockage. So you will be able to see the divine interplay, divine hand behind it. Regarding that, it's a good news. Second thing is that, friends, we say this thing that for those who have concerns of anxiety, for those who have skin related issue, they have to be very careful. When we talk about the travels, any of the concerns of the relocation, like your 4th lord becomes the Mercury as well, right? So if you are planning a travel, international travel, any relocation, or this could be a case that you are like a motivational speaker, banker, connected with judiciary, or you keep on attending conferences, giving lecture, or you are like a very prominent speaker. So just be very careful that you don't want to create any controversy, where like try to be as transparent as it is possible, because Rahu loves to create ambiguity, confusion, controversy. So be very mindful over there. So friends, all what I can say, especially in the lines of the travel and the relocation, you have to be very careful. But when we talk about from the intellect point of view, there is still that possibility that your mind is not going to be very rigid, very dogmatic. It is very much open towards suggestion, views, opinions, feedback from all around you. Now friends, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna, so friends, for the Cancer Lagna, they have to be very careful, especially if Mercury is also active in the Dasha. So let's say for example, right now you are in a planetary time period where like Mercury Ketu or Moon Mercury. So these are kind of very contradictory kind of energy. So which can actually create confusion, anxiety, self-doubt. So you have to be very careful. Mercury happened to be a third lord as well. All of our self-expression, communication we see from the third house. All the emails which you write we see from the third house. All the comments, the post in the social media handles we see from the third house. Our travels we see from the third house. So in all of that domain, friends, you have to be very careful. See friends, when we talk about the 8th house, 8th house has got that innate kind of darkness attached to it. All other houses you can still work around them, but with 8th house there's a lot of the toxicity, like the way we say this thing that you did not mean it, but you comment something, you posted something which actually like triggered the wrong people, wrong sentiment, generated a lot of the toxicity from people around you. So be very mindful, like the kind of suggestion which is coming to you during this time, the influence of the friends, all the major moves which you will be making during this time, it has to be very properly calculated. And again friends, I would say that if you actually want to gain from astrology, the less reactive you are going to be, the more planets will stop negatively bothering you. So during this time, let's say for example, if people around you are entangling you into any controversy, scandal, gossip, targeting you for the rumors, don't respond to it, don't react to it. This is how it is going to be happening in this period of time. So yes friends, for you, if Mercury is active in the Dasha during this time, in this 1 month period of time, you have any important interview, product launch, product release scheduled or planned, so do the Ganpati Atharvashish Stotram, Ganesh Sankat Nashan Stotram, and like just offer the Modak and the Durva in any of the Lord Ganesha temple. Friends, when we talk about the Leo, so friends, for the Leo natives, friends, Mercury is going to be turning retrograde in your 7th house. So yes friends, this is actually going to be a very difficult kind of situation. See, Mercury is like a treasurer, like a financial manager for your chart. 7th house is the actual house of the business. Now Mercury turning retrograde over here, in the influence of Rahu, in the influence of Mars, and the 7th lord being there in the 8th house is not at all a good energy. We generally say that in the business as well, you are very much subjected towards wrong impulsive decision making, like people around you, people you are collaborating, they might not have good interest. There might be interest of manipulation or taking advantage, taking opportunity of your weakness. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated. Even with your spouse as well, like if within the marriage there has been concerns and issue of the infidelity, cheating, betrayal in the relationship, so you have to handle it with a lot of caution and care, because one misunderstanding can snowball into something very big, major misunderstanding. So regarding that friends, you have to be very careful. Any business, financial decision, take that with caution and care. If you're already wearing a green emerald stone, it's good for you. Visit Lord Ganesha temple, offer Modak, offer Durva, or on Wednesday, if you can like offer like feed spinach to the cows or grains to the birds, or give some money to the eunuchs on Wednesday. That is a right way of protecting your commercial interest. Friends, when we talk about the Virgo, so friends, in your case, Mercury happened to be your ascendant and your 10th lord. So friends, during this time, health, nervous system, skin, stomach, intestine, digestion, gut health, you have to give attention to it. Even at work, see, the thing is, these are some of the houses where Mercury is considered as very powerful. See, I would say that Virgo Lagna right now are going through some very auspicious time, because Jupiter in the 10th house, Saturn in the 7th house, Rahu in the 6th house, all the planets are perfectly aligned. All what is expected out of you is that be less reactive. If let's say for example, any mismanagement happened at work, or your bosses are targeting you, or some misunderstanding happened, much better apologize and move on. The more reactive you are going to be, the more it can create a disruption, because otherwise planets are perfectly aligned for you. I'm repeating that. So yes friends, health is one concern. And let's say for example, if you are in charge Like for example, you are in charge of any political rally, any important product release, you are an event management person. Like, you know, in the summertime, I live in Vancouver, we will be having that FIFA Cup and so many things, major events. And whenever you go there, one thing which you have to appreciate is the management, the event management. Everything is so perfectly, meticulously planned. So if you're in charge of that, you have to be very careful, extra careful in this period of time, because it can create last minute misunderstanding or some important detail got missed out. So be very careful in that, all of that department. Refrain from any experimentation in the daily flow of the life. Sixth house tells about the way we function in our daily routine. So this is not a very good energy to experiment over there or do any fault finding over there. The way things are happening, let it be like that at least for 1 month. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra, so friends, for the Libra natives, Mercury is a very important planet for you. Mercury is going to be turning retrograde for 1 month in your 5th house. So see friends, the thing is, especially again, if you are a kind of person who's very opportunistic, very business minded, like a proactive, assertive go-getter, so then you do not have to worry about it. If you are like connected with stock market, sales, media, consulting, sports, sporting events, you can actually get benefited because of it. But let's say for example, if you're already running a dasha which is making you anxiety prone, stress prone, then this can actually create a havoc over here, like where the mind is going to be bombarded with multiple thoughts, multiple direction. Like the way for example you want to do and go in one direction, and life is suddenly opening multiple options for you. So this can create that perplexing kind of situation where the Libra Lagna natives might find it difficult to take decision with a clear mind. So regarding that, you have to be like, you know, do some meditation, do some chanting, do some donation. Like if you live in India, feeding spinach to the cows or offering grains to the pigeons, like donating money to the eunuchs on Wednesday. If it is possible, do that. Along with that friends, when we talk about purely from the learning point of view, like you are a student, you are a teacher, you are a financial advisor, city planning, policy making, if you are in that line of work, like you are a app developer, software developer and all, so for them, for intellect and intellectual pursuit, this is going to be one of the best time. Mercury is all impressionable, is open towards different opinion, views, and Rahu is supporting it with out of the box kind of thinking. So regarding that, it's good. But again friends, again a lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are currently going through, because there is going to be a lot of the mental stimulation which will happen over here. Like this could be a case that everything is going good within the relationship, now you just started over assessing, over analyzing your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your children. So overthinking, that's what you have to refrain from, because there's a high possibility if you are an overthinker, you will end up extracting negative adverse outcome or possibility only. So refrain from that. And yes friends, any travel, any visa, immigration related concern, you have to apply for any foreign university, any college admission, enrollment for any course. So do proper meticulous planning. That's all what I can say. Friends, when we talk about the Scorpions, so friends, for the Scorpions, Mercury is not a good planet for you, and Mercury is going to be turning like retrograde in your 4th house. So friends, this is actually going to be the time when a lot of anxiety will be a concern. If you are a politician, you are a social worker, you are an activist, a lot of the, like in your domestic turf, there's going to be a lot of the cancellation, back and forth, questioning, self-doubt, which you have to deal with. So if you are also running a dasha which is making you vulnerable towards wrong decision, Mercury is active in the dasha, then doing the remedy of the Mercury will become very important. And again friends, in the family life as well, I will not recommend during this time making any major financial investments in your domestic life, like, you know, any mortgage, restructuring, buying a new vehicle, any home construction, you are in a family business, like any of the, like, you know, decor business, you're working as an architect. So this is a kind of a typical kind of situation where there's going to be a lot of self-doubt. And even the friends, acquaintances will not act or work with good intention, like they might not have good like suggestion, advice for your good. So be very mindful the kind of suggestion, feedback you are taking during this time. Mercury happened to be your 11th lord as well, right? Getting in the influence of the Rahu. Sometimes it happens that it's the intervention of the society and people which create a disruption in the family life. Everything was going good in your family, in your house, in your relationship. It's just like that someone passed a comment, someone judged you, and which created a problem in the family. So be very mindful that you're not letting other people's biasness get into your family life and all. So be very protective over there. Any land, any property, any vehicle related decision needs to be taken with a clear mind, with a clear head. That's all what I can say. Because yeah, Rahu creates confusion and Mars creates impulse. So don't succumb to it. Friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius, so friends, in your case, it is going to be happening in your third house. If you're running some favorable dasha, this could be a very supportive kind of transit. Again friends, we say that when Mercury turns retrograde in the third house, it creates a disruption. So sometimes, let's say for example, you are running a dasha where like you're planning a U-turn, you're looking for alternatives, you're looking for relocation of the residence, you're looking for a job change. So if you are in that crossroad, so this retrograde of Mercury and the futuristic vision and thinking of Rahu and aggression impulse of Mars will take you in the right direction. There's a high possibility of that. So yes friends, for those Sagittarius Lagna natives in whose case any travel is planned in this period of time, or I would say that any relocation, change in the job portfolio is involved, there's a high possibility you will end up in a better place, in a good place. But yes friends, that goes without any saying. All the documentation, file work, emails, we generally see from the third house. So in your day-to-day life, how you manage things, like for example, you were supposed to send an important email, you forgot to attach the right document. So in all those kind of nitty-gritty, you have to be careful. But from a broader perspective, this retrograde of the Mercury still holds the potential for bringing some good result, good news for you. Friends, when we talk about the Capricorn, so friends, for the Capricorn, Mercury is going to be turning retrograde in your second house. So friends, let's say for example, if you are in that line of work where like people can cancel their order, like you are a realtor and like anything to do with the construction, real estate, or like you are working as an accountant, financial planner. So this is a kind of a typical energy where we say that last minute cancellation, fault finding, and people like asking a better deal kind of energy which is going to be getting generated for the Capricorn natives. So friends, all what I can say is that don't be too impatient. Don't be like, we say that we live in a day and age where the reviews which we receive from our clients, the impression which we create, that matters more rather than the quick gain of money. It's like the review and the feedback, word of mouth, which matters a lot. So during this time, you have to be very careful about that. Second thing is that friends, second house is the house of our finances, second house is the house of the speech. So I would say that be very transparent, be very clear with your spoken words. High possibility you could be misunderstood during this time. Don't experiment too much with the financial portfolio, especially if it is driven by the greed. See, let's say for example, if you just want to manage things in an efficient way, then it's fine. But it's just like that you are too wishy-washy, hopeful, and the element of greed is involved, like manipulation is involved. So then you have to be careful, because again friends, Saturn is your ascendant lord, and generally when I have been saying this thing, people who are responsible for the financial crime, financial fraud, so these are the typical alignments when people get caught. I'm not saying that this is the time when you will get a chance. I mean to say these are the times when scandals get exposed. So you have to be very careful. Friends, when we talk about the Aquarians, so friends, for the Aquarians, this is actually going to be happening in your first house. High possibility friends, because Rahu, the axis of destiny, is very tightened right now in your life. You will only speak, you will only act, you will only receive those opportunities which the cosmos has aligned for you. And again friends, if you are in a public speaking kind of role, you are a spokesperson, you are an artist, you are like a stand-up comedian, So it's going to be a very good transit for those Aquarius natives as well. See, retrograde is generally a time of looking at other alternatives, doing a proper introspection, U-turn, looking for some other alternatives. So regarding that, it's a good sign. Slightly vulnerability, we say that in the matters of the love, romance, too much overthinking, fault finding. For the students, if you're running a very vulnerable dasha, when people start self-doubting and overconfidence create a problem. So those minute things might be a concern. But in a nutshell, friends, Mercury is your fifth lord, lord of your pur punya, past life merits, coming in the excess of Rahu Ketu, the nodal axis of fate and destiny. So because of the support of the destiny, a U-turn and access to something bright, bigger, there's a high possibility of that. Again, just refrain from speaking out of the turn, over committing yourself. Saturn is in your second house, it is monitoring your speech. Don't over commit, don't oversell yourself. In any case, you have all the visibility, all the spotlight. You don't have to be desperate or oversell yourself. That is all what I can say. Friends, when we talk about the Pisces, so friends, in your case, it is going to be happening in your 12th house. In the matters of business, in the matters of relationship, you have to be very careful. Like, this is a typical energy where we say confusion, misunderstanding, high expenses, not being able to land at a good deal. Imagine you met someone in a travel and you get to know that the other person has got a better deal and paid half the amount. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated for you. Some sort of misunderstanding, cancellation while being on travel, any visa, immigration related documentation, you have to do that very carefully. Let's say, for example, you are awaiting any important document, any important parcel delivery, it might get struck or address got mixed up. So be very careful how you manage things. 12th house can be dealt with through remedies. So do the donation connected with the Mercury item, green lentil, offering spinach to the cows, offering grains to the pigeons, donating money to the eunuchs on Wednesday. And if you can visit Lord Ganesha temple, offer modak, bananas, that is the one of the best remedy. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.